there was, I think, 3 really pivotal plays in the first half. They changed the whole first half. They hit a 66-yard touchdown on 3rd and 12. And then we turned it over, and then we blew a coverage. And they got the ball down to the 1-yard line on the blown coverage, and there was 14 points. So the first half, I think, take away the 66-yard play, which obviously can't. And the turnover in that play, I mean, it was really probably a 3-3 game that's back and forth. And I thought our guys competed hard and we played extremely hard. But when you play a good football team, and Toledo's a good football team, you have a very small margin of error. And you act like those 3 plays in the first half really goes behind the 8 ball.
Coach, how much did your struggle with field goals influence you to go for it on 4th and short?
A lot. I mean, it was not only missing the field goal, but missing the extra point. That right now, when we get the ball inside the 20, 3 points is far from a sure thing for us. So, I mean, if we were going to lose the game, it was going to be on the leg of a kicker.
Was that what influenced you to go for the 2-pointer there rather than the
No, I mean, you're down 15. You're going to have to go for 2, one of the 2 times. And I chose to go for it first, just then if it's a 1-score or a 2-score game. So I just go for it the first time. If you get it, it's a 7-point game. It's a 1-score game. If you don't get it, then it's a 2-score game, and you play the rest of the game that way.
If you kick the extra point, you know it's a 1-score game.
It's an 8. But we'd have to go for 2. We're going to have to go for 2. We're going to have to score 2 touchdowns and make at least 1 2-point conversion. So I chose to do it on the first touchdown. Then at that point, you now know it's a 2-score game if you don't get it. I know conventional wisdom is you kick the extra point, you make it a 1-score game down 8, but if you score again, you're still going to have to go for 2. And now you may not have enough time to know it's a 2-score game.
Samuel wasn't on the field for the touchdown or the conversion. Was he banged up or anything? Or
no, we have a rotation. I mean, right now we feel good playing 4 backs. Obviously, Anton is the go-to guy, and he's our primary ball carrier, but we've got a lot of confidence in John Pettigrew. We've got confidence in Jordan Hopgood and Jamel Martin. So, Anton got a lot of carries, and we wanted to spell him a little bit, and we have confidence in those other guys.
You talked about the problems Terrence Owens creates just with the variety of passes he can throw.
I mean, he's an accurate quarterback, and he also creates some dilemmas that he can make plays with his feet. And, you've really got to defend the whole field with him. He throws it well. He throws the deep ball well. He's accurate on the intermediate stuff. And then when they get their zone read game going, it's not like he's an immobile quarterback. They can involve the quarterback in their zone read game, and then even on a 3rd down, if you're not perfect in your rush lanes, he can find a little crease and run for a first down.
is there anything that you can do between now and your next game to shore up the kicking position, or is it
it's a broken record. We've got more kickers on scholarship than probably any school in the country. So, and it's the shame of it is we're pretty good in practice. I mean, we're fairly accurate in practice, and unfortunately, we haven't carried that to the game. So, I think we have talented kickers. I think at some point they'll get there, but right now it's obviously frustrating.
How many scholarship kickers do you have?
Probably 3, 4 kickers on scholarship right now.
So
we certainly invested in the position.
So conventional wisdom would be kicked maybe the first time, but you wanted to know. Is that what you're saying?
I wanted to know, and I didn't feel the extra point was a sure thing. So, I just said, hey, we're going to go for 2, and we can make it a 7-point game, and then maybe have a decision to go for 2 and get the win if we score late. It wasn't an automatic we were going to kick it the second time. I mean, certainly part of my thought process was we were down 15, score twice, go for 2 both times, and win the game by 1.
Dave, will you talk a little about the defensive struggles against the pass? How much of that was Owens? How much was that other things that
Owens, again, he's a good quarterback, and they have good receivers. And just last year, they pounded us pretty good in the running game. So a lot of what we did was try to get an extra safety in the box, and we knew we were putting our corners out there a little bit, and they were going to have to step up and make plays. But you know, we've been very poor at defending the run here the last 2 years, and we wanted to make a real effort to try to stop the run game. I think last year they ran, against us about 256 yards, and we wanted to try to make them one-dimensional. And if they're good enough to beat us doing that, then they're better than us, and they were able to execute that.
Anything else for Coach? Coach, thanks.
Okay, thank you.